So here's the truth, the God honest truth. Most men, the majority of men, they're not ready to be by themselves, right? They're not ready to live a life of solitude. They're not ready to just deal with women on a occasional basis, right? Most men are not ready for what's about to hit them, right? Most men are not ready for the modern day women, and best believe the modern woman, she's gonna get worse. Oh yeah, she's gonna get much worse. Most men are not ready, right? And most men are not ready in a variety of different ways, right? Most men are not ready economically, right? Most men are not ready mentally. Most men are not ready emotionally. Most men are just stuck right now. And because of this, most men are going to be the slaves of modern women. Yep, I said it. Just look at how everything is trending. Right? Just look at Instagram. Look at Instagram. Instagram is basically a soft P site. Yes, it is. Instagram is basically soft corn. Right? And I'm not exempt for, scrolling through and scrolling through, I'm not exempt. I stop too, and dang, she fine. Dang, that's a big ass booty. Dang, those some big ass titties. Yeah, I do the same thing. I'm not exempt. None of us are exempt. But think about all the men who are just not getting laid. Think about all the men who are just not getting played. Think about all the men who still believe in cold approaching. Right? Think about all the men who still think they have a chance at dating a modern woman. Think about all the men, right? All the Instagram gives so many men hope. That's why a lot of these women, they have so many guys up in the comments, right? That's why they have so many guys up in their DMs. It's a drought out here. It's a drought. Men are starving. Men are starving, and a lot of men, they're hoping that one day they can get their needs met. One day they'll make enough money to get that top tier woman that they want, that baddie that they want, right? Most men are just sitting around hoping and dreaming that one day this corn star will hit him back, DM him back, and spark something up with him. A lot of men are just hoping and dreaming, and it's bad out here. And OnlyFans has now reached new heights. I'm sure y'all seen the stat. Y'all seen what's going on. I hope so. OnlyFans has produced more money for the creators, more than the NBA. Check this out.
Look at me in the eyes. Good boy. Look at me in the eyes. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Good boy. Yeah.
So now you guys, you see why I say that in the future, in the near future, it's already happening right now. It's already happening right now. Most men will become the slaves of women. You tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me how could I be wrong? I think prostitution will be the new wave. The oldest job in the book, the oldest profession in the book, that will become the new profession of many women. Right? We thought when OnlyFans first came out that, it was something. No, y'all haven't seen anything yet. Y'all haven't seen anything yet. Women are turning to OnlyFans. Women are turning towards streaming. Right? Women are turning into, soft corn. Women are turning to, it's some variety of it. And I'll post another video just to show you exactly what I mean by soft corn. Just so I can show you how they're making money so easily. Here we go.
If you want to get more flexible, stretch every day. Here is a gently guided 15-minute flow with me, Flow with Addie, breathe, and enjoy. Warm up with a moving malasana. Circular cat-cows.
And it's not just Instagram. No. It's not just Instagram. It's YouTube. It's OnlyFans. It's all the sites. Facebook, it don't matter. Just scroll through. You can find what you want. You can want what you need. It's everywhere. And this trend is going to continue because there's no stopping it. There's no stopping this force of nature. Right? Men keep thinking that women are just something to be, played with. Their energy and their seductiveness, right? Their ability to seduce men, their ability to play on men's emotions, right? Their ability to pick men's pockets. Right? Y'all think it's a joke. Women are a force to be reckoned with. Right? And we're seeing it play out. Every day we're seeing men crash out for women. We're seeing men, give all of their money to women. Hell, and shout out to the passport, bro. Shout out to the passport bros. Not a shot at y'all, but men are leaving their place of residence, their place of citizenship, just to go to another place because the women in their country is unbearable. Right? The women in their country is unpleasant. They're unpleasant, right? Just that alone shows you how much power. See, y'all can believe lies all you want to. Y'all can believe those red pill lies all you want to. This is the after pill, and we got to say it how it is. We got to tell the truth, the whole truth. So help us God. And the truth of the matter is, women have a force that many men can't resist. Right? Think about chess. The most powerful piece on the chessboard is what? It's the queen. It's the queen. Yeah, you can lose your queen, right? Get to the end of the board, get your queen back, right? When the king goes down, we know you lost the game. But however, the most powerful piece on the board is the queen. She can move however she pleases to move, right? She can move up, all the way down, diagonal, horizontal. She can move however she wants to move. But see, the king, he's the one that has to move strategically, right? He's the one that has to move with a sense of urgency. See, the queen, she's moving across the board all willy-nilly because she got all that power, right? She got all that power. Chess shows you. Chess lets men know that the women are a force to be reckoned with. But now we got guys preaching like, oh, women ain't this, women ain't that, women ain't shit. Yeah, you gotta hold your masculine frame. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Yeah, okay. Listen, the strongest men throughout history have folded for a woman. The most masculine men you can think of have folded for a woman. Your gangsterous gangsters, your most mobsters, right? They have folded. All men, more than likely, have folded at some point in time for one woman, two women, three women. We have all done it. But now I believe we're entering into very dangerous territory because men are already not producing at the same level that they used to. Men already don't have the same testosterone levels of their predecessors. Men are already crashing out. People are already not getting married. People are already not having children. So men are out here desperate. I'm giving you the supporting details to the statement that I made. Most men will become slaves to modern women. They're going to be slaves. They're going to be slaves online. It's already happening. It's already happening. Just check the comment section of any, she don't even have to have 100,000 Instagram followers. She don't even have to have 1 million Instagram followers. Just check some of the chicks who got 20,000. Just check some of the chicks who have 15,000. Right? It's widespread. And it's going to continue to get worse. That's why so many men out here are passive aggressive. That's why so many men out here, they can't be direct. Most men have become emasculated for the modern woman. They've become emasculated, right? And here's the thing. The majority of men, they can't compete with the top 10 to 20% of men. They can't compete, right? They can't compete economically, right? They can't compete in the body game. They can't compete in the height game. There's several different factors to put you up in a top 10, top 20%. I'm not just talking about the top 10, top 20% financially, right? But we have financially top 10, top 20, right? We have economically, financial, top 10, top 20. We have body game, top 10, top 20, right? We have the looks, top 10, top 20, right? We have several different factors that put you in top 10, top 20. But when you realize most men are average to below average in looks, that's just how the cookie crumble. Most men are making $35,000, $45,000 a year, right? As a single man, most men are they're making anywhere between $35,000 to $45,000 a year. He can't afford a family. He can't afford a bitch. He can't, right? What's the average height of the man in America, especially? Around 5'6"? Around 5'6" is the average height of the majority of men. It's the average height. So women are out here screaming, I want a 6-foot guy. He got to be 6 feet at least. He got to be 6'2". He got to be 6'4". Right? And then if you check the statistics for how many people actually go to the gym, how many people actually are in shape, how many people are actually eating healthy, most men are not even competing in the exercise department. Most men are not even competing in the body game compartment. See, that's why I tell men all the time, yeah, you may not be the best looking. Yeah, you may not be the tallest. Yeah, you may not have your finances in order right now. But listen to me closely. If you get the body game together, if you look like something and walk like something, that you treating your body like a temple and you putting the right things into your body and you making sure your body look good, listen, that stands out. But most men don't even want to do that. Right? I truly believe that I think we're heading into a time period where most men would rather be slaves to women than to actually put in the work to do what is required for themselves, first and foremost, but then rise in the ranks to be the guy that every woman wants. Right? Everybody wants the Instagram baddie, but nobody wants to do what it takes to get the Instagram baddie. Right? Maybe you just want a everyday wife. You want an average looking woman, right? She cute. She average to pretty to cute, whatever. Even that woman has standards, guy. Even that woman has standards. Your fat slopper locks. For you guys who love fat women. Right? For you guys who trying to get these chicks with low self-esteem and her body all out of shape, her stomach hanging over her coochie, right? Her back fat hanging over her booty, or her booty long, she ain't got no booty, right? So her back leads into her legs. Yeah. For you guys who want those kind of women, those women have also voiced what kind of men they want. And it ain't you. You'll hear the fat slopalops still say, I want a guy with 6 packs. Right? You'll hear the fat slopalops still say, I want a 6-foot guy. I want a 6'4" guy. Right? You'll still hear the slopalopicus still say that he got to be making 6 figures. You'll still hear this from below average women. You'll still hear this. So now we're getting into the territory where, since men can't compete, they would rather emasculate themselves to the point of enslavement by the matriarchy. This is where we're headed. We're headed here. I don't care what's happening in politics. I don't care what's happening on the news. I don't care what y'all think is coming back. Y'all think the patriarchy is coming back? Yeah, okay. That shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening. And the reason, one of the main reasons that's not happening is because a lot of men are not even keeping up economically. Right? A lot of men can't even afford groceries by themselves. They can't even afford their car note by themselves. Right? They can't even afford just day-to-day activities by themselves for a variety of different reasons. And it's not all the way on the man's fault, but for a variety of different reasons, most men are just not there. So this trend is going to continue. This trend is very well going to continue. And for the men who want to rise in the ranks, for the men who know how the game go and know how to cook and crumble, those are going to be the men who rise in the top 10, top 20%. For the rest of the men are just going to be slaves because they have no choice. They have no choice. And here's another thing. Here's another caveat that a lot of y'all don't even realize, right? And I believe I said this before, but a lot of women, believe it or not, a lot of modern women today, they don't even crave the masculine, testosterone-filled man for a long-term relationship to marriage anymore. They don't. I'm not going to say most, but a lot of women, from what I've seen online to even to questions I've asked in person, right? Most women, they will go for the feminized guy. They will go for the soft guy, right? They will go for the effeminate guy. Why are they doing that? Well, the masculine guy isn't safe, right? Even though masculinity represents provision, protection, right? The masculine guy isn't safe because the way it has been programmed into women's minds now, they believe that masculinity is bad, right? That's a big reason why we have such a masculinity crisis in America right now and spreading all over the globe, because it has been taught in the school system, in the indoctrination camps, as I call it, all the way to the collegiate indoctrination camps that you got to pay for. It has been programmed to our society in the minds of both men and women that masculinity is bad, right? Being macho is bad, right? Expressing yourself, being direct, hurting people's feelings, telling the truth, hurting people's feelings, that has been used against men now. So a lot of men, they have been, and then the testosterone levels are dropping, so it don't help at all. And then on top of that, many people are not eating the food that they're supposed to be, so it's destroying the hormones within the body. Listen, I could go on a whole tangent just about nutrition alone. Just about nutrition alone. Most men are not doing right to themselves, right? They're not doing right by themselves. And the online space has a lot to do with that. The current environment in society has a lot to do with that. The indoctrination within the schools has a lot to do with that. Men are not men anymore. Look, listen, make this should go viral right here. A lot of men are not men anymore. A lot of men are castrated, right? They've been castrated since the age of 8. They've been castrated since the age of 6. Since kindergarten, the little girls have been propped up ahead of the little boy, right? Especially if you're millennial, Gen Z and on, the woman has been propped up ahead of the little boy for years now. The little boy has been told that masculinity is bad. He's been programmed to worship women. Many men have been programmed to worship women, and that is what we're seeing. Instagram is nothing more. Listen, yeah, you can get your news, you can get your comedic laughs and all that, but for the most part, Instagram has turned into women worship, right? Men are on there worshiping feet, right? I like pretty feet. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I got other shit to do. I got money to make. But a lot of men scrolling, wasting their life scrolling, looking at feet, looking at boobs, looking at booty, right? Looking at her, looking at her dance, looking at her twerk, looking at her do this, looking at, oh, she got an OnlyFans. Oh, she got a Twitter. I'm going to check that out. Most men are done. Most men are done. And I don't know what kind of awakening has to happen for men to get on the straight and narrow path, but the definition, society is redefining what it means to be masculine. And unfortunately, sadly, many men still haven't caught up. Many men still haven't caught on to what's going on. Those traditional jobs that men once held that made them masculine, right? That built up that testosterone, those blue collar jobs, man, listen, that those jobs, first and foremost, they're disappearing. Secondly, a lot of men don't last in those positions, right? The longevity of a blue collar worker is between 5 to 10 years before the body start breaking down. They get injured and they just can't keep up with that shit no more. Listen, and then on top of that, most women look at blue collar workers as peasants. They look at blue collar workers as peasants, right? Because white collar has, they traditionally make more money than blue collar for less work. It is what it is, gentlemen. Most women don't want grunt workers. Right now, if you own a plumbing company, now that's a different story. Right now, if you the engineer, mapping out shit, then that's a different story. Well, I guess you could put engineer on a white collar, right? If you own the electric company, then yeah, they'll like you then. Even though electricians can make some great money, 6 figures plus, plumbers too, right? But like I said, most women don't care about that. Right? They care about status. They care about how you look and how they look, how they look and how y'all look together. Right? That's why you can create a dating profile and put plumber on your profile. Let's see how many swipes you get. Let's see how many swipes you get. And the unfortunate part about all of this is most men are not in the career fields that they desire to be in, or they're not making the money that they desire to be in, therefore making them less desirable mates. Right? But there's another caveat to that. Should women even be going for guys who can't sustain them economically? Think about it. Think about it. If they're paying attention to the economy as well, if they're paying attention to how much it costs to raise a family, if they're paying attention to how much it costs to buy a house, if they're paying attention to how much it costs to take care of a family of 4, if they're looking at the same thing we're looking at, right? Can we blame them for shooting for the top 10%? Can we blame them for possibly wanting to share the same guy? Because that's what a lot of women are doing. Right? If he's making enough money, he look good enough, he's tall enough, right? A lot of women are out here sharing guys. And that's a whole nother conversation we're gonna get into. Right? We're gonna have more women to men in the next 5 to 10 years. 5 to 10 plus years. Right? We're gonna see polygamy in full effect. Right? We're possibly going to see 2 to 3 women to every one man. Right? And I'm not talking about the bottom percentage of men. Right? The bottom percentage of men, y'all got to deal with the women who didn't make the cut for the top 10 or 20%. And best believe they're rotating them out. So you got to deal with the ratchets at the bottom. You got to deal with the trailer park trash at the bottom. You got to deal with the fat sloppalopicuses at the bottom. Right? And this right here is going to turn a lot of men into major simps. This is going to turn a lot of men into just outright slaves. Because think about it, you seeing all these different women on Instagram. You seeing all these different women on YouTube. And you can only dream to have, even the most average chicks, oh my God, some of the most average looking chicks, if they got a nice body, even if they don't have the best body. I've seen fat chicks on here, have an OnlyFans. I've seen fat chicks on here, making it do what it do, making their money, got dudes simping for them. Listen, it's an all right crazy fest out here. It's an all right slave fest. It's an all right simp fest out here. And men have been taken over mentally. Right? See, when you want to take over a society, usually you killed off the men. Right? During war, that's what happens. Right? When tribe was against tribe, that's what happened. They will kill off all the men, they will kill off all the boys, take the daughters and take the women and reproduce with them. That's how that traditionally went. So now in modern day times, right, we've become so technologically advanced. No, they just take over your mind. Right? They just make sure you're economically disadvantaged. Right? They'll just make sure they destroy your hope. They destroy your willpower. And of course, there's gonna be those men who slip through the cracks, who escape all of that, who escape the matrix, basically. But for the most part, most men are going to become enslaved because they've already taken over most men's minds. That's why men aren't men anymore. That's why so many men are passive aggressive. Right? That's why so many men don't have the testosterone of their ancestors, their predecessors. Right? That's why so many men are they're desperate. They're desperate for love. They're desperate for attention. They're desperate for validation. Right? And unfortunately, most men will have no choice but to become the ultimate simp to get that validation, to get that attention. And that feeds into what I was just saying, that most women, they don't desire the most masculine guys anymore. Right? If you ask me, simps are winning. If you ask me, simps are winning. And simps are winning because they lower themselves to please the woman. Masculine dudes, they're not pleasing nobody. Right? They don't care if they got to be in solitude. They don't care about none of that shit. Shit, I'll be in solitude then. If that means holding my frame and staying masculine, shit, I'll pay a bitch $200 to get my nut off. But for the rest of y'all hoes, listen, I'm not bowing down for nobody but God. See, that's how a masculine man thinks. But for a simp man who ain't never had a nice piece of ass ever in his life, he has to simp. And those are the guys who are dangerous. Those are the guys who are dangerous to our society because they're willing to do whatever. They're willing to do whatever. Right? I remember being at this job, right? One of my previous jobs, right? And the guy who threw me up under the bus, he was a lead, right? See, like I say all the time, you know I'm gonna toot my own horn. I'm tall, dark, and handsome. You hear me? I got a nice slong. Pause, no diddy. I got a nice stick. Let me not go there. nice stick slong. Yeah, make her go crazy. Yeah, But the guy, he went out of his way because he was a lead, and yeah, I'm a subordinate in this situation. Of course, the women are choosing me like they always do. Come on, bro. The women are choosing me like they always do. They like, who this guy? He's in shape. He's tall. He's dark and handsome. Oh my God. He's nice and chocolatey. We want him. We want to suck on that chocolate stick. Pause, no diddy. Right? So other guys, they see that the other chicks are choosing, especially when you're the new guy. I was the new guy. They see that the girls are choosing, like, man, come on, we're gonna let this guy come in and do this and do that. He gonna steal our work wives, right? I remember walking through the door, because he was on the other side of the door. And I remember him talking to her. I guess he had asked a question about me or something like that. I remember him ending like, yeah, I'm the lead. He's not a lead. He's not none of that. He's just, he's just a regular worker. He don't know nothing and all that stuff, right? Yeah, I make this, that, and third. He don't make what I make. Just threw me up under the bus. See, a real one, a real guy who gets play. I ain't gotta do that. I don't have to throw my fellow man up under the bus for no pussy. It's billions of women in the world. You can catch a flight right now for $400 and have the time of your life. You can catch a flight right now for less than $1,000 and have the time of your life right now. We don't have to throw each other up under the bus for no pussy. But a lot of men will throw their fellow man up under the bus for some pussy. And that's why simps are winning. Simps are winning because they're willing to do anything and everything for that piece of punani. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Are simps winning? Will men ultimately become enslaved to the modern day woman? Let me know what you guys think. And that's an after pill. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.